was a wonderful experience. I think what impressed me most is that we had some professional coaches that worked with us. Everybody was extremely helpful, and my talk developed. I thought I had the perfect talk, and then I realized that it wasn't, but it became better because of the coaching and the support and the encouragement. So it's been a wonderful experience working with all the great volunteers in TEDx.
It's an 8-week process, and they handle you the whole way. They bring in professionals to coach you, and it's fantastic.
You know, they're really good at coaching you, guiding you, helping you come up with your idea, changing it, formulating it throughout the process. It was a lot more intense than I expected it to be with the coaching, but it was very helpful. Like, I feel like I'm a better speaker because of it. I'm a better teacher because of it.
And I thought, I like TED Talks. I've watched a lot of them, and this is something that a lot of people really haven't heard about yet. I think it would be a really interesting topic, so I flew out.
It really helped me, I guess you'd say, solidify my idea. You know, I think we all have a lot of thoughts about what we want to do, but when you're asked to put it in a short speech and summarize it real quickly and make a high-impact speech, that really trains you to think a little bit more concisely about what you're trying to do.
Some friends were urging me to do this because I give talks, but not in as large a venue as this is, and as exciting and full as this venue. And they said, you really need to talk in a venue like TEDx, and you have a great idea. So I applied, and they said, we want to hear you talk.
But I've been a long-time TED fan, and I think I maybe heard about last year's TEDx Albuquerque, and I had a couple of ideas that I thought I could compress into what I envisioned to be kind of a 5 to 10 minute talk.
Well, actually, it's kind of funny. My graduate students encouraged me to put in an abstract about my talk, and I waited until the very last minute, and then I put it in on the last day thinking, of course, I'm not going to get selected, and I was quite surprised to get an email to the contrary, that I did get selected.
My publisher was the one that said, oh, you know, there's a TED Talk coming to town. Why don't you apply? So I did. And they liked what I was talking about. They thought it was futuristic, which I think it is. And so here I am.
Well, I've had the idea from the beginning. It's an idea that I've been playing with and talking about for a long time. But the process and how it got honed and refined for TED was a very interesting process, working with the coaches and working with my own mind and how I think versus what makes a good TED Talks. And quite honestly, I thought I had a great talk up until about 4 weeks ago, where the entire thing completely shifted and I rewrote everything. But I think that was part of the process.
I got inspired because I felt like I really wanted to share this information. I was curious about it, and I started doing the research, and I thought, this is really kind of important. At least we should be aware of how the cell phone impacts our lives.
This one seemed to me the one that was the big idea.